Hi, it's Luckycat Stitches, Chris Ann, and I'm going to do my second YouTube video, flosstube video. Today I'm going to show you a finish. I'm going to show you what I've been working on, talk about what my plans are, and I had a really big stash haul week, so I'll show you some of those. I'm going to save some of those back just because it's embarrassing. It really is. So, for my finish, I attend a stitching camp that a shop down in Tulsa puts on every year. And every year there's like 3 or 4 projects, and they're cute, but sometimes I get involved on a current project that I bring with me. Sometimes I just talk a lot. Go figure. I can't imagine that. Anyway, so this one, when I was talking to the people I've met and said what years is from, they thought it was maybe 2 years ago, so 2014. This is the chart. It's JBW alphabet hearts, and we were given a pin cushion, which mine was the wrong shape to do this, but I just used the ABC, not my initials, but just a simple thing. And I've had this tray. There we go, now the color's equalized. I've had this pin tray from Sudbury House probably for 20 years. We got these little pins. They're just another Button Company pins. This was just another pretty pin that we got. The cool thing about this camp is they provide the finishing materials. They provided the pin cushion, not this one, but a pin cushion. The fabric, which is a pretty 28 count striped linen, the overdyed threads, which were just another, or gentle art, they were gentle art, and then they provide this cording. That cording is made by, it's called Magic by Mona. Mona's the person that does the magic. She and her little cord wrapping people. So, anyway, gosh, there's a horrible glare. Oh, muy bueno, much better. So I'm going to put this on my sewing table and enjoy it and stick things in it, or just kind of do what we all do and hold it up occasionally and go, ah, look at that. So I was glad to do that. Things that I have worked on this week, some old, some new. I told you last week that I was a big Prairie Schooler fan. I've been doing this one. I started it in may-nia. It's really kind of mindless. I can watch it. I can stitch on it while I'm watching TV. So pretty mindless. And I'm looking forward to finishing it soon. So I just picked this up again yesterday or the day before, because before I only had like this done and this little bit here. So you stitch in a half moon shape, and then you make the strawberry, little strawberry. And I've already picked out my blue felt, so it's going really well. And this is on 28 count. Learned a valuable lesson. I stitch in hand, and this isn't such a valuable lesson. It's just a reminder. When you leave needles and fabric for a long time, can you see that? You get a little rust marks. Don't do this. Don't do this. So that's the first thing I've been working on. I started a new project. I stitch in hand. My time of big charts and my patience for big charts is gone. It's just gone. But I went to Shepherd's Bush in Ogden 2 years ago. Well, it was February of 2014. 2015. We were there for a choir festival for my daughter. She had made National Honor Choir. And so we were there for the week. And one of the days, my husband humored me, and we went to Shepherd's Bush. And then, of course, later that night, I got horribly sick, spent 2 days in the bathroom, and it was horrible. Got well enough to go to the concert performance, and my husband thinks that I planned all of that, because he had to be a single parent, running her back and forth to the venue, as well as making sure that, you know, I wasn't dead. Let's just say I was so sick, my husband slept on a hotel floor. He is a germaphobe, and he thought it was healthier for him to sleep on the hotel floor than in the bed with me. So that's how sick I was. It was disgusting. I'm glad I was unconscious for a lot of that. Anyway, before I got sick, before I got sick, I went to Shepherd's Bush and had a great time. If you've never been there, go there. We call it the Mecca in my household. Anyway, I picked up this kit. Shepherd's Bush are the kits that if I'm doing a kit, I hope it's Shepherd's Bush, because their silks that they use and their fabrics, they just feel wonderful. Anyway, I picked up Garden Spells. Is that not the cutest thing? I love Halloween. I love Shepherd's Bush. Didn't love the price, but sometimes you pay, you get what you want. Anyway, it's so cute. And the fabric's too big for me to stitch in hand. So I dug out scroll bars. These old things I've had forever. And the piece was too wide, because it's actually wide this way. I thought, oh, well, I'll just turn it like this. So it's actually on here sideways. I've been trying to stitch like this, and that hasn't worked. This is a little tombstone, and this is a little pumpkin. So I'm working on this little section right there. So this just means I have to drag out a project I haven't touched probably in 10 years, rip it off the scroll frame, put this one on, because, again, if you haven't worked with the Shepherd's Bush kit, it's worth it. It just feels great. Next thing I've been working on, because I have a short attention span, that big, is this by Sisters and Best Friends. I bought this and started in Stitch Mania just for this button, a little olive button, and in the martini glass are a bunch of little beads. And I'm doing this on a little scrap of 28 count cashel linen. It's called Dark Teal. And I have the glass. It's not full of anything yet. It's still an empty glass. And it looks like someone's taken a bite out of this little cherry here. But it's fun to work with. And I'll probably carry it around in my car or something. And then the last thing I've worked on is something I can't show you the picture because it's just the chart. And it was one where I wanted to jump off the roof. Well, I've gotten the roof done. Doing letters in backstitch on a diagonal will drive me crazy. But I finally got it spaced right. And this is a 28 count as well. The shop, we have 2 local needlework shops, and the shop that is not going out of business, that will soon be the only needlework shop in a metropolitan area of over 1 million people, which is sad. Every time you buy fabric from them, they serge, gosh, that glare, they serge the edge of the fabric you buy. You know, I told them what cut I wanted, and they serged the whole thing. So, kudos to them. They'll be my favorite local needlework shop. So that's what I'm working on. Stash. Oh my goodness. So the other store is going out of business at the end of July. And they're having a 20% off sale. And I was in my little Stitchers group, I said, should I go now while there's still some stuff, or should I wait and go later, or both? And like 8 out of 14 people said both. Why aren't you there every day? It's like they wouldn't have to go out of business. I would just buy them all. So I'm going to show you some of what I bought. I bought this Be Joyful scissor fob. Again, it's a shepherd's bush kit. It comes with the beautiful Terry hand dyes the ribbon that you do the ruching around. It's so pretty. I've done shepherd's bush scissor fob kits before. This is one, goodness, I did it in 2001. And it's called In My Garden. Isn't that cute? And of course, I did this cording, which doesn't look anything like Magic by Mona's cording. And this kit actually came with the scissors. New one doesn't come with the scissors, but luckily I have lots of scissors. So there's that. Then I bought this kit called Flag Box. And again, it's shepherd's bush. And it comes with the silk and the fabric and little button and needle. This is cute. It's going to come out to be, you know, tiny. And I can get these boxes. I'm sure it won't be as well made or as pretty, but I have an idea for the box. Probably at Hobby Lobby. The other thing I was going to show is this book. It's by Alma Allen and Barb Adams of Blackbird Designs. It's called The Schoolgirl's Work. It's from the Spencer Museum of Art, which is, I found out, at KU, which is in Lawrence, which is an hour drive from me. And they went in and documented schoolgirl samplers. Isn't that beautiful? And then the back of the book, they have little projects. So I'm excited. And now my husband, I showed him this and he said, why haven't you been there yet? So, but again, all this stuff was like 20% off. And so I went to, and then I'm going to insert a clip here. One of the things that I was excited to find on the half price table of the store that's going out of business at the end of July was this pattern. It's called Boo Boo Kitty. It was a chart. You see that? Little kitten on a pumpkin. I'm not real thrilled with that pattern. What I was thrilled about was it came with the complete kit, so even if I don't want to do that, I can certainly do something along those lines and mount it onto the board. I've done that several other times, and here is the thread palette that came with it. This is wicked sharp. To use relatives' words from New England, wicked sharp. That is weapon. My husband saw this as I was getting it out. He said, oh, those would be great brass knuckles, you know, so you just jab. And he goes, oh, no. And he took them from me. Took them. It's not brass knuckles. Took the palette from me. And said, no, you got to hold it like this. And then it protects you here. And you can jab them. And then come up and stab them. So I now have something to carry in dark parking lots. I have my stitching bag. And I'll have a thread palette that can double as a horrible, sharp weapon. I'm going to turn this over to the girl. I'm going to explain not to paint in this area where I'm going to mount the needlework. I'm going to have her do something creative. She's downstairs with her paints. So hopefully by the time this video is over and I've edited, I'll have an update for you. Okay, now I've inserted that clip. That piece, as well as some others I've got, were 50% off. I went to check out with my 20% off thinking, woo, I've done a good job. And she said, have you seen the 50% off stuff in the back row? And I was like, hold on, let me go. So I picked up a couple of the 50% off stuff, which included a shepherd's bush piece that I didn't have, go figure, because it's a higher number, but I like the crows. I'm into these crows and ravens things. So I got that. Trash. And then they had some linen. Isn't this a beautiful color? It's like cappuccino. 32 count. And this piece, shale, which is going to be great for Halloween. And then this little piece of Confederate gray, which is a 32 count. And I keep looking over at the red dot instead of at the camera. Got this itty bitty hoop. I'm not a hoop person, but I've gotten a lot of Erica Michael things lately on silk, and I thought, well, maybe this way I'll have another hoop to use. Told you, it's embarrassing. There must be a step program to stop all this. Then I had to get these little itty bitty black so I can put them in a scissor. I could do a little scissor fob or something. They actually work and they're actually sharp. The beak kind of gets the blades cross a little bit. I mean, they're not supposed to be utility scissors. They're just supposed to be cute. I think they achieved that. I mean, shorter than my finger. I'm just going to compare them to my other scissors. This is more of a standard size scissor. Whoop, there we go. There. So, cute. And I could put these, and I did this a long time ago. This is another camp project. This was Just Nan Design. Oops. Came with this one, and I stitched this backwards on what would be the back of a, I'm left-handed, so I picked out this Just Nan Design, and then I didn't center it, so I dropped this Just Nan, or Spiders from Just Nan 2, and dropped him down, thinking, okay, improvise. Made the cording. Then we have a little piece of felt here, and a pretty glass top pin. And then they gave us these scissors to go in the project, which are also cute. They cut. The big finger holes are really difficult. But anyway, so this I finished in the last year, but I could do something similar because I have many of these types of needle book patterns and kits and charts, and find a special home for my little bird. So, my stitching plans for this week. I signed up for the Stitch-a-thon. Instead, I've been messing with my webcam, which still isn't working, and messing with email, all of that, and basically not doing a whole lot of stitching yet. But I am going to continue to work on the house because I have a deadline that I've imposed, and I'm going to continue working on this. The girl woke up yesterday and she was so excited. She goes, Mom, tonight the Tonys are on. I'm so excited. I said, you do realize it's only Saturday? And she goes, what? So her days are all mixed up. So we're going to sit at home tonight, which is Sunday, and watch the Tony Awards. I'm going to finish my flags. So, I hope you have a great stitchy week. Oh, that one project that I showed you earlier before I wrap up, I'm going to also insert what she's doing with it. I've given it over to the girl. told her this is the design size. Don't paint here, but paint over there. So I'm going to insert. And this is what the girl did. So a little moon and cloud action, a cute cat, and some pumpkins. This is going to be really cute. She left room for the stitching. I'm excited. Isn't that cute? She is so creative and good. This coming week, I'm going to work on finishing this, so hopefully I have a finished piece to show you next week. And the girl is in a performance troupe, singing, acting, dancing, and they're going to have their first public performance this week, so I'll tell you a little bit about that. And down below in the comments, I could even share a short clip, maybe I'll do that, of her just because I'm a proud mom thing. Anyway, have a great stitchy week, and hopefully it won't take me too long to stitch all this up and share the video. Bye.